This is the day that none of us ever thought would happen. But it has, and I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to show you it. You're not going to believe your eyes, but it is true. Andre Gjøse has some upward arrows for his training. I mean, he has almost all upward arrows for his training. He doesn't have any declining arrows in his training. This is the laziest, whiniest, most good-for-nothing trainer we've had. And now it looks like he's finally making some progress. Maybe it will last a week. Maybe it will last longer. But he's in the team for today's game. We're going to play our first game of the season against a newly promoted club. And we're looking for a strong start. So today we get our league campaign underway, but we've already played the preliminary game in the cup competition, and it's not good news, I'm afraid. We were handed a pretty tricky draw. We had to play Ofshane, who last season were in the Premier Division. They got relegated, but they are a professional club and a level or so above us. It was a pretty tight encounter, to be honest. Neither team really created that much, and all the way up until their goal 15 minutes from time, I thought we were in this tie, but they managed to nick the all-important goal. We had a few of our younger players playing in this tie, and it meant that we are now out of the cup competition, which really, when you're in Norway's third tier, is the only way of generating any income during the season. And for us, well, it's gone for another year, which means the finances are not looking spectacular. We're more than £250,000 overdrawn, which is a problem, but not one that's particularly worsening. We've had our elections for a new president during the winter break. We're not having board takeovers. I think we're one of the clubs in Norway that is fan-owned, and every 2 years they elect a new president. The current president was voted out and a new one took over, and to begin with that didn't mean any investment of funds, but after a month he pumped about 60,000 in just to help with the solvency of the team, and it's helped get us to under £300,000 overdrawn. We've also trimmed our wage budget a little bit for this season, so we've got £500 or so in the wage budget. We're going to try and get that down even further over the next season or two as more of our youngsters on lower wages come to the fore, and some of the more experienced guys on quite significant salaries are released from the club. But today it's all about the first game of the season. We're going to go out there and we're going to be playing two of our youngsters today. Our starting left winger, Adrian Pedersen, who's had a pretty decent time in pre-season, scoring 11 goals in 12, is suspended for the opening day of the season because of a misdemeanour at the end of the last campaign. Now, we could move Kristoffersen up to the left wing, where, given his attributes, I think he is suited, especially with that pace. But it would mean that we're lacking a little bit in the left-back position, and really Jonas Richardson showed in the last game that maybe he's just a little bit too raw at 15 to be playing in the first team. So we're going to keep Kristoffersen at left-back, and instead we're going to give a game to Asbjørn Eriksson, who, as you saw in the last episode, has been our best trainer over the last couple of years. He's only 17, but he's in a cohort that are turning 18 this season. He's had 2 years of youth football, as well as getting drip-fed into the first team with some appearances over the last 2 seasons. He scored on the last day of last season. Really, he's not a left winger. Before we kick off the game, we'll change him to a wide midfielder because he's not very quick, but he can spot a pass. He's going to work reasonably hard. His physical stats mean that he should be just about up to the challenge. And it means we're going to have one of our youngsters on both wings because that miraculous man, Andre Gjøse, who is now training like a Navy SEAL during Hell Week, has got pace now of 13 and acceleration of 14. He's actually got the stats that are making him a pretty decent winger. And he's turned 18 already. I think he's going to be our starting choice over on the right-hand side all season. And then we've also got a couple of our youngsters on the bench. So Richardson there just in case we do need a more natural left back. And Ludwig Dreyer is there as well, who at 18 years old, I think, is going to need plenty of games in the first team this season just to keep his development going. So he's going to be there as an option today, which we're going to look to bring on if the game's going okay. But that's a big if. Here we go then, Season 4 is underway. We are playing a team called Fuller, who last season were in the division below us and have just been promoted. So we'd like to try and dispatch them today and get off the season going with 3 points in the bag. They've got rather a lively little kit today, haven't they? And they are coming at us pretty early on, and they've already had an effort at goal. Pre-season has gone pretty well. Couple of defeats against Tromsø, our city rivals who are in the Premier Division, and Bode Glimt's second team. They beat us 2-1 as well. Otherwise, it was victories all the way. But we've not started this game particularly well. We're at 21 minutes and we haven't had a shot yet. I think, we're going to send a little shout out to demand more, because this is a slow little start to the game. And they have got the next highlight as well. Vibes managed to get the header away. It's not gone far, but Mathiassen's got it. And here's little Gjøse. Already picked up a booking, but he's through. He's a terrible marksman. He's got finishing of 5. And I think he did score a goal during pre-season, but he's not a good finisher at all. And our long throws weren't very effective there either, were they? Their goalie Erstby has got the ball. Good 12 minutes to half time. I was hoping that this might be a nice little routine victory for us against a team that was a division below us last season. But I guess the fact that they got promoted means that confidence is probably pretty high. They won a lot of games last season. They must have some decent players. And we are not looking that good against them, are we? We've slid in. Not got the ball clear. Still not got the ball clear. This is not a great performance, is it? Eriksson's managed to get on the ball, though. And we've got the ball away. Who's got it now? Grunwald. He is not quick. He is forcing his way forward, and he's got brought down. Maybe a set piece. Might be a way for us to make an opening. Got Bendixson in the team, who's ageing, but he's still pretty good on those free kicks and corners. Not good enough to force a highlight this time. And we are ambling our way towards half-time, and this has not been a particularly impressive start. We might have got Mathiassen in now, though. He was good at finishing last season. Not at the start of this. He whacked it against the ankles of the goalie. Not strong at all. We're going to be looking for Grunwald from the corner. He's in, he's on it, and he heads 10 yards over the bar. This reminds me more like the first game of pre-season rather than one where they're supposedly match fit. That is not a good start at all. I think we need to get in that dressing room, make it absolutely clear to them that was a poor first half, and we'll see you for the start of the second. So we've made a little change for this second half. We've taken off Eriksson so that Kristoffersen can go up and play on the left wing with his acceleration of 15. And to do that, we've brought on a right-footed sub to play at right back. And I tell you what, that's not made an awful lot of difference either, has it? Because we have conceded a corner right at the start of the second half. I thought we might be capable of making a good start to this, but we're looking unlikely to sneak away with a point so far. Now they're firing in free kicks. Mikkelsen's got on the end of one. He's cleared it long. And now Gjøse's got the ball. I'd like to see a little bit of magic from this man this afternoon. We're going to have him in the team all season, I think. And one of the things I've noticed about him is he does get his cross in. Some of our wingers, their end product is not very good. Gjøse is a little bit better, actually getting the ball into the box. Forced a corner. Grunwald got on the end of it. And yet again, we've spurned a chance. Now we've got to defend. Can we get it clear and counter? We can't. We've pushed somebody over. And we've made this game a little bit tougher for ourselves now. Mikkelsen never gets anywhere near the penalties that the opposition have. And true to form, he's let one stroll past him again. And we're now looking to try and salvage a game against a team that was a division below us last season. Did he get close? Well, it's not even that far away from him, is it? So I think we need to make a couple little tactical tweaks to try and drag our way back in. Okay, we have made a couple of tweaks. Hopefully, that won't leave us too open and it might allow us to get back into the game. Matthijsen's gone through. We've gone to counter-pressing rather than regroup. We've got a ball into the box and I said Gjøse can't finish. And true to form, the little man pops up over on the right, granted unmarked 4 yards from goal. He could hardly miss, but I've seen him do it. And he's got us back into the game. Kristoffersen, the man we've shunted back up to the left wing. He's in acres of space, isn't he? But I suppose a neat little instepped finish. And Gjøse becomes the second of our youth graduates to get a goal in the first team. Eriksson got one on the last day of last season. Gjøse gets one on the opening day of this. And we're not done yet. Grundle powers ahead a wide of goal. We've still got half an hour to try and win this game. In fact, I think we might even demand more of them. And see if we can really press and go for it. True to form, that means that they've now got a highlight. No, we're going to attack with Grunwald's pace. He's decided to let Matthijsen take over. Not got a lot of support up with him, has he? He's gone down. Oh, goodness me. He went down in 3 different instalments. And the goalkeeper has won the ball for them. We picked it up again, though, looking hungry. And we're in, and he's through, and he's hit it against their defender. Ricocheted around. Matthijsen's not looked great this afternoon, has he? He's on a 6.6. I'm wondering how much longer we give him. Here he is again. And he's been dispossessed pretty easily, hasn't he? Okay, let's get the ball wide. Get it to Gjøse. He looks the most dangerous of our players this afternoon. And here he is. And I told you that boy can't finish. Now he's on a hat-trick. This is what we want, though, isn't it? Bringing our little 18-year-olds into the first team. Going a goal down so that he can drag us back into the match. He's playing out there with a team of veterans. Tell you what, he's put that one away well, hasn't he? That's a little bit better. Now, I think we might just change our instructions and just go back to our normal regroup. Just to see whether we can fall back into position when we lose the ball. Because we do play long occasionally. We do turn the ball over. See if we can get back into position. That probably will be the wrong button to press. And now they will equalise straight away. But I just want to make sure that we're a little bit tighter. Kristoffersen's got pace. He doesn't show it there. Matthijsen can't get on the end of things. And woo, we are defending again, aren't we? Come on, boys. Get the ball wide to Gjøse. He's the magic man this afternoon. He's training well. We gave him the big build-up. And they are back in the game already. So let's cancel falling back into position because we've got to go again. Ernest Respecty has earned some. And he's waltzed through and he's smashed one home of himself, hasn't he? I mean, I gave Asali Hansen the build-up saying that he was looking like our strongest defender. I think he's lost his man there. Okay, one sub is on. We've still got one in our back pocket in case we need it. And we're going into the final 15 minutes searching for a winner. Having been down, up, and then pegged back. And now, we're about to put out another shout. But again, they're coming at us. What's happening this time? What fresh agony is this to endure? Respecty's through. And now we are having to go attacking. This is terrible. We were 2-1 up. We didn't drop the mentality. Probably we should have. And now we're 3-2 down again. And this is simple, isn't it? They've just lumped it over the top. Hansen's not gone with Respecty again. Now we're in trouble. We're hunting around just to try and salvage a point. We've gone attacking. That's not worked. We're going to have to change things. Let's throw these boys a little bit further forward. Let's move these boys a little bit further forward. And let's see what buttons there are that are left to press. What about when we are transitioning? No. Okay, we will go full press. What have we got? 2 minutes. 1 minute and a bit of injury time. Time for a hero to set up even a... Oh, I thought Gjøse was going to be that hero, but he can't get his shot away. Even if we equalise, this is not a good result. This is a poor start to the season, and we've been beaten again. This back two are weak. Mikkelsen has to tip one over the bar to prevent us going 4-2 down on the opening day. Gjøse, I think, is probably the only player escaping from this with any kind of praise. We've at least got a lot of injury time. We can't shout, but we can thump the ball forwards. Come on, we have got... Oh, now we've got an injury. Oh, no. Now we're going to have to finish the game with 10 men because Kristoffersen has been forced off. Okay, we'll have to have a think. I think it's going to be immaterial anyway. Okay, let's see if this makes any difference at all. Grunwald slung one in and Gjøse has got himself a hat-trick. Well, he's made me look a fool not once, not twice, but thrice when I said that he could not hit a pig's backside with a banjo. He's now gone into the opening day of the season and that rascal has scored 3 goals. And I think we'll need to move it off very attacking and see whether we can hold out for an opening day point. There's still time, by the way. A minute left of injury time. Are we going to throw this away again? Is Gjøse going to produce a little bit more magic? He might have, because he's hit Grunwald here. Grunwald can't even outpace his man to get a shot away. We've still got 30 seconds left. And we're off again. Here's Anderson, who we bought on as a sub for Mathiasen. Get the ball to Gjøse. No, it's pinged its way forward to the halfway line. Get your tackles in, Loveland. See it out. Ooh, okay. Last ditch. We're at the 96. Don't think we got any more time. We'll take the point now, I think. Down to 10 men because of the injury. Loveland's in again. Ref's keeping it going. I'll take the point. I know they're newly promoted. I'll take it. It beats the embarrassment of the defeat. Still going. They've launched one into the box. We're away again, are we? No, we're not. Goodness me, we're on 97 now. And here we go. Gjøse's off. Use your newfound pace now that you've actually started turning up to training. He has. He's got one over. And Grunwald's got a late one. And who set it up? Oh, look at his fitness, by the way. Gjøse is absolutely on his knees. Goodness me, he's not had a cigarette since half time. He's absolutely puffed out. But he's hit the 6-yard box, crossed one over. Grunwald has headed it home and whoop. We need to quickly pour everything into defence and hope the ref blows up quick. Okay, we have gone full defensive. We're on 98.5 minutes now. There can't be any more time. Grunwald, just hold that ball up, son. Oh, he has. And the whistle has gone. My goodness, that was an up and down game. Look at the XG. We probably didn't deserve to win that. Grunwald has got the winner in the 98th minute. Gjøse got the equaliser in the 94th. Well, look, that is the kind of game that we weren't bringing you in the first 2 seasons when we were Allardycing our way into upper mid-table finishes. At least it's making for slightly more entertaining episodes. And look at our man Gjøse there. A hat-trick and an assist for the winner. Well, look, if nothing else, it shows that maybe these youth players that we're creating are just about going to be good enough to come into our team and make a real difference, because that young man has started the season with an 8.7, a hat-trick, an assist, and training in all the right direction. What we've got to do now is obviously go away and play a small chunk of the start of the season. And when we come back, we're going to show you how close we are to those promotion positions.